Welcome, everybody, to another Peace Seeker episode here on Circle of the Earth Fellowship. If you haven't joined us so far for this series, we've been reading through the Book of Enoch, which for me was actually pretty significant in my life. Probably sound like I'm far away because I was plugging it in something. But yeah, it was a big scripture in my life. I realized a lot of things when I realized that the Father gave us a lot of answers in the so-called Apocrypha. And I already did the reading of the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. And that was something that was recommended to me over and over. And I feel like it's, there is justification in being a little hesitant to look into this stuff. Because there is a lot of fraud out there. There is a lot of embellishment and Gnostic, entwinement through some of the things. So it's like, well, what do I read if I read any of it? And we read through the Testaments of 12 Patriarchs. There's so many beautiful messages, so much. I feel like important information, a lot of important information for men. And I was gonna, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but I was like, you know what, Enoch is super important because for me, it changed the way that not only I looked at the canon, but the way that I looked at the world as well. Some of the things that were as important to me aren't anymore because, I have this scripture to glean all this information that, to me, from my perspective, is seemingly hidden from me. So I want to share that with y'all, and that's what we're going to get into today. So we will be reading from the Book of Enoch. Now I'm going to share some info with y'all. So we are reading this from sacredtext.com. And I'm going to pull this up for everyone. Just like that. There we go. So we're reading this from sacredtext.com. They have the Apocrypha. They also have a lot of other things. So obviously use some... I want to say, I keep thinking of the wrong word in my mind, but discernment, there we go. Please use some discernment when you're reading through that stuff if you choose to do so. But over here in the Apocrypha, we are, and you scroll down from here, you can find the Book of Enoch. And this was translated by R.H. Charles in 1970. So it's been around, but, it's kind of recent that we've had access to it, and then add in the internet and being able to access this information from anywhere on on the face of the earth. Suddenly some stuff starts creaking up to the surfaces that maybe that they didn't want to, and I personally think this is one said scripture. So anyways, we have already read all the way up to this point. We are going to be going on the first journey. And this main section is Enoch's journey through through Earth and Sheol, and we're going to be reading a few of these parts. We're not just going to do just the first journey because it's pretty small. You'll kind of see as we go. Yeah, we're going to read through this. We're going to read, and then we'll do a little discussion at the end, kind of talking about a few of the points that were kind of major in what we read, and yeah. So if for those who would like to join along in the reading, I will go ahead and post these. Oh, it's going to give me issues with the other side, do you? So I'll post this. I am also live on Lighthouse. So if y'all haven't checked out Lighthouse, definitely do. It's free to start an account. And, if you do support anywhere, that's like the best place to support. Shout out again to Tracy, Jones, to Marsha and Kyle for doing the level 1. That's cool. It's $15 a month that I'm getting from them, $5 a month each, and that just helps kind of pay some of the bills that I pay to do these streams. And if you feel led to support in that way, Lighthouse is the best way to go. Because one, I get more, and then you're also supporting a company that wants to be transparent, that wants to be people to say what they can say, obviously within reason, right? This isn't. But anyways, go check out Lighthouse. I've been having fun, and they're still in beta, so there's still a learning process. Things are getting better, but just know that there's a lot of good people behind making that this thing come to fruition. So sweet. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm gonna make myself super small, put myself over there. This get. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Did we get it? It's kind of lagging on me. Okay, sweet. Awesome. And, oh, I did not. I put that in Lighthouse, but I did not put it in the other two streams. So let me go ahead and do that. Oh, what? Over on CEF, it crashed. So if you are on Discord, I'll go ahead and put it in the bulletin board if you want to follow along. Sorry, I don't know it's crashed. I'm not going to stop the stream just to figure out why I can't type there. Sweet. All right, let's do this. We are going to be getting into it. So get set up, take a little sip. Perfect. All right. And what's this? 10, 15, 17. So we're chapter 17 to chapter 19. And but we'll be reading more than that. All right. Chapter 17. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to the place of darkness, and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw the places of the luminaries and the treasuries of the stars, and of the thunder, and in the uttermost depths, were where a fiery bow and arrows and their quiver, and a fiery sword and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters, and to the fire of the west, which receiveth every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water, and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. And I saw the great rivers, and came to the great rivers, and to the great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. And I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth, and the mouth of the deep. Chapter 18. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation, and the firm foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth, and the firmament of the heaven. And I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults of heaven, and have their station between heaven and earth. These are the pillars of heaven. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun, and all the stars to their setting. I saw the winds of the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the path of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw a place which burns day and night, which there are 7 mountains of magnificent stones, 3 towards the east and 3 towards the south. And as for the, oh my gosh, and let me take a quick drink. Sorry about that, everyone. I sure hope everyone can hear me and that's all good and I haven't just been talking to myself. Okay, I think we're good. No one said anything. Okay, let's go back. Where was I? Okay. No. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars to their setting. I saw the winds on the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw. Oh, I am way past. Okay. And as for those towards the east, one was the colored stone, and one of pearl, and one of jacinth, and those towards the south of red stone. But the middle one reached to heaven like the throne of God of alabaster, and the summit of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw a flaming fire, and behold, and beyond these mountains is a region, the end of a great earth. There the heavens were completed. And I saw at a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire, and among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure, alike towards the height and towards the depth. And beyond that abyss I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, and it was a waste and horrid place. I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, "This place is the end of the heaven and earth. This has become a prison for the stars and the hosts of heaven. And the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandments of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not keep forth at their appointed times. And he was wroth with them and bound them till the time when their guilt shall be consummated, even for 10,000 years." Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, "Here shall stand the stars who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits assuming many different forms and defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand till the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. And the woman also of the angels who sent astray shall become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things, and no man shall see as I have seen." Chapter 20. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the illuminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind, and over chaos. Sarkarel, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Remael, one of the holy angels who God sent over those who rise. And I proceeded, so this is preliminary and the final of the punishment of the fallen angels of stars, chapter 21. And I proceeded to where things were chaotic, and I saw there something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place chaotic and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it, like great mountains, and burning like fire. When I said, "For what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in hither?" Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, and the chief over them, and said, "Enoch, why do thou ask? And why art thou eager for the truth? These are the number of the stars of heaven which have transgressed the commandments of the Lord, and are bound here till 10,000 years. The time entailed by their sin are consummated. And from hence I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former. And I saw a horrible thing, a great fire there, which burnt and blazed. And the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon! Then Uriel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why hast thou asked? Enoch, why hast thou such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here will they be imprisoned forever. Okay, so this, real quickly, this jumps around because these are different ones. I'm going to go ahead and just read G side because I don't know. I'm going to read each side because it's on the left. That's how I'm doing it. Maybe we'll read both. And hence I went to another place, and he showed me in the west another great and high mountain, and of hard rock. And there was in 4 hollow places, deep and wide and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, and deep and dark to look at. That's one translation for this part. And then it also has, one second. And the second one says, and there were 4 hollow places in it, deep and very smooth. 3 of them were dark, and 1 bright. And there was a fountain of water in the midst. And I said, how smooth are the hollow places, and deep and dark to view. Looks like they agree on 3, though. Then Raphael answered, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, these hollow places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the souls of the dead shall assemble therein. Yeah, that all the souls of the children of men should assemble here. And these places have been made to receive them till the day of their judgment, until their appointed period, till the period appointed, till the great judgment comes upon them. And I saw the spirits of the children of men who were dead, and their voices went forth to heaven and made suit. Then I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, and I said unto them, the spirit, whose is it whose voice goes forth and maketh suit? So that's one. And then the other is, I saw the spirit of a dead man making suit, and his voice went forth to the heaven and made suit. And I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, and I said unto him, this spirit which maketh suit, who is it, whose voice goes forth and makes suit to heaven? And then 7 they agree upon. And he answered me, saying, this is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. And he makes his suit against him till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. Then I asked in regarding it, and regarding all the hollow places, why as one separated from the other? And he answered me and said unto me, these 3 things have made that the spirits of the dead shall be separated. And such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which they are as the bright spring of water. Okay, 1 second, everyone. Apologize for that. Okay, so I just read on the E side 8 and 9, so let me read on the G side. It says, then I asked regarding all the hollow places, why is one separated from the others? And he answered me, saying, these 3 have been made for the spirits of the dead might be separated, and this division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is a bright spring of water, and this has been made for sinners. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of start from here. And such a division has been made for the spirits of righteous, in which they have a bright spring of water, and such as been made for the sinners. When they die, they are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirit shall be set apart in this great pain till the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of those who curse forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. And such a division has been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. Such has been made for the spirits of men who were not righteous, but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors. They shall be companions. But their spirits shall not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of righteousness, who ruleth forever. I'm going to read this side again. And this has been made for the sinners, when they die and are buried in the earth, and the judgment has not been executed upon them in their lifetime. Here their spirit shall be set apart in this great pain till the great day of judgment, scourging, and of torments of the accused forever, so that there may be retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. And this division has been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. And this has been made for the spirits of men who shall not be righteous, but sinners, who are godless, and of the lawless they have shall be companions. But their spirits shall not be punished in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and said, Blessed art thou, Lord of righteousness, who ruleth over the world. And this is chapter 23. From hence I went to another place to the west of the ends of the earth. And I saw a burning fire which ran without resting, and paused not from its course, or day or night, but ran regularly. And I asked, saying, What is this which rests not? Then Raguel, one of the Holy Spirits who was with me, answered me, and said unto me, This course of fire which thou hast seen is the fire in the west, which persecutes all the luminaries of the heaven. Yeah, I think it's these last two, and we'll call it a stream. And from hence I went to another place of the earth, and he showed, chapter 24. And from thence I went to another place of the earth, and he showed me a mountain range of fire which burnt day and night. And I went beyond it and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other, and the stones thereon were magnificent and beautiful, magnificent as a whole, of glorious appearance and fair exterior. 3 towards the east, one founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, one upon the other. And deep, rough ravines, no one of which joined with any other. And the 7th mountain was in the midst of them, and it excelled them in height, resembling the seat of a throne. And a fragrant tree enriched the throne, and amongst them was a tree such I had never yet smelt. Neither was any amongst them, nor were others like it. It had a fragrance beyond all fragrance, and its leaves and blooms and wood withered not forever. And its fruit is beautiful, and its fruit resembles the dates of a palm. Then I said, How beautiful is this tree, and fragrant, and its leaves are fair, and its blooms very delightful in appearance. Then answered Michael, one of the holy angels and honored angels, who was with me, and was their leader. Chapter 25. And he said unto me, Enoch, why dost thou ask me regarding the fragrance of the tree, And why dost thou wish to learn the truth? Then I answered him, saying, I wish to know about everything, but especially about this tree. And he answered me, saying, This high mountain which thou hast seen, whose summit is like the throne of God, is his throne, where the holy great one, the Lord of glory, the eternal King, will sit when he shall come down to visit the earth with goodness. And as for the fragrant tree, no mortal is permitted to touch it till the great judgment. And he shall take vengeance on all and bring everything to its consummation forever. It shall then be given to the righteous and holy. Its fruit shall be for the food to the elect. Oh my gosh. Its fruit shall be for food to the elect. It shall be transplanted to the holy city, to the temple of the Lord, the eternal King. Then shall they rejoice with joy and be glad. And into the holy place shall they enter. And its fragrance shall be in their bones. And they shall live a long life on earth, such as thy fathers lived. And in their days shall no more sorrow, plague, or torment, or calamity touch them. Then blessed I the God of glory, the eternal King, who hath prepared such things for the righteous, and hath created them and promised to give to them. Whoo, hot dog. Very beautiful. Gets into that kind of giant trees thing. I wonder about that still. But yeah, let's jump back a couple pages. Definitely some things I want to point out real quick before we call it a stream. So let's, back. Okay, one's a cool thing. If you remember that last one, Enoch is asking, "Hey, what is this place?" Right? And Ramael is like, "Oh, this place is for the luminaries who, didn't do what they were supposed to." And Ramael, one of the holy angels who God set over those who rise, which are the luminaries, right? The sun, the moon, stars, all those things. And then we have, when they're talking about the pillars of fire and flaming fire, right? It's Gabriel revealing who this is. And what is he over? He's over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim, right? And so if we go all the way back, oh, dang it, we didn't. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, then asked what this is. Then answer Michael, Holy One was with me. Okay, so we're talking about the holy tree, right? And it's Michael. If we go back to the beginning of this, Michael, one of the holy angels, to which he is that set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. So if we go back here, oops. Okay, so if we go back, he's over chaos and over the best part of mankind. Which is the children of Israel. But keep going. Sorry, I think I need to go one more page. Nope, went too far maybe. Okay, so Uriel. Oops, went too far. Uriel, who set over the world and over Tartarus. So it's just really interesting because it talks about them and then it talks about what, like when he asks questions, that's the angel who is with him, which makes sense, right? That would be their domain, what they're doing. So as he's going through his journey through the course of the heaven luminaries, his journey through Sheol and all these different places, that's why he's meeting up with these angels and why these angels are giving him these answers. And I always think it's interesting that they always ask, like, hey, why are you asking this? Why are you so eager for the truth, man? And, I wonder, like, if they're kind of like, we've tried to trust humans before and they've lied to us. So why should we really just be telling you these things? Like, I need to know your reasoning, your intent behind learning these. But yeah, to kind of close up the discussion, obviously these hollow places, really for me paint the picture that I feel like the quote unquote 66 canon do but missing the details. And then you come here and you learn of Sheol and the underwood. You look up the word Sheol and how it's, or Hades, and it's sometimes, it's transliterated as, it's translated as hell, right? But so is also the lake of fire, right? The Gehenna. So it's like both of those things are used the same word, but yet it's a completely separate place. And so once you understand that and you're reading Enoch, it's like, oh, okay, this is describing what these places are, that God created these places. There's specific purposes where the spirits of the souls, there's 4 different hollows, and it explains which each of those hollows are. And so kind of interesting, right? 75% of those hollows are for those who are not holy, who are godless, or who were, sitting on the fence, and, the people like dead set against it. And so, and then you only have 1/4, that one side, but that side is bright and has, flowing water. So very, very beautiful. And kind of going back to when we were reading before about the giants, like God didn't make a place expressly for them, and that's why they are on the earth or in Tartarus. And it makes so much sense to me. Things like demons, like just so many things started lining up for me as I started reading the Book of Enoch. So of course I recommend everyone go and read it some more, and don't wait for me next time, but maybe read along and have some comments to share about what you think, or even post a comment about what you thought about this reading, a certain part that stuck out to you. Of course, things like that do really help the channel grow. So any type of support like that is very much appreciated. Okay, I think I gotta go small screen, and then it'll let me do it. There we go. So sweet, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed another reading as we seek after these puzzle pieces of the truth. And there's so many in the Book of Enoch, and I hope that you see exactly what I see, and so much at least that there's some stuff to glean from it. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry about no stream last night. We're kind of in the middle place where I didn't get to do the Peace Seekers last, and so it was just kind of lining up weird. So we're going to do a full reset next week. Now, that I will say that that's tentative, because I have to get with the rest of the panel members to make sure that they are going to be available since it is kind of a holiday weekend. If we're actually going to do a stream, or we're going to do one more week, kind of skip and then get back into it. So we'll kind of play that by ear. I'll be on Lighthouse. I will be on YouTube. I'll post some community updates for that information. We also have a Discord, so if you'd like to message me directly or join the community that we have, links are in the description of that, or at least on the main page. All right, sweet. That is it for the stream, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful week so far, and I hope you had a wonderful Shabbat. But yeah, until next time, guys, remember that ABBA loved you first. Goodbye, everybody.
Your glory, conceal the mystery. You give us the honor to search a matter. You raise up a standard to beat back our enemy. You establish this realm, and like a scroll you spread it out. Dig deep, search it out. Dig deep, seek it out. Dig deep, go on and walk it out. Dig deep, I give you oil to fill up your